What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the driveway, and welcome back in our friend the old street tractor, the old 12 valve. So you guys read the title, I'm sure, by clicking the link. So what are we doing? So we're installing delivery valves. Why are we installing delivery valves when we already have 7mm delivery valves? Isn't that hot enough? Well, to answer your question, it's too damn hot. Okay, it's too hot. We need something that's a little bit cooler. We got EGTs under, I want to see something under 2,000 degrees is ideal, due to the fact that we run this size exhaust housing on this turbo. It's just way too small, and we're sending way too much fuel, way too much drive pressure, and we're just too hot. So what are we installing today? Let's check it out. All right, so from our guys over at, that's right, Diesel Auto Power, I contacted my guy Lenny. I said, hey Lenny, this is where we're at with the truck. He knows I love to tinker my truck all the time, and I told him, I said, look, even with the work we've done so far, I'm still seeing EGTs that are just way too hot. I mean, I'm pushing 2,200 degrees under full load, 55 pounds of boost. This thing just is too hot, and I don't want to melt something, don't want to do any more damage than probably what's already been done to the truck. So contacted him, told him everything, and with the combination of a tuning I want to do with AFC Live, the best alternative we come up with were the O24s. So that right there is a good in between a 191 and a stock style delivery valve, and that should give us, one, a little bit cooler EGTs overall, and two, I can get back to being able to control the P-pump with the AFC Live, because that's my end goal at this point. Is I want to be able to utilize the AFC Live and also be a little bit of cooler, and also if I really want the power, just hit the switch and be able to have the power. All right, so what are you going to need to install delivery valves in your P-pump 12 valve? All right, so first and foremost, you're going to need a delivery valve socket. So hit my guys up over Diesel Auto Power, give them that part number, and go ahead and get you a delivery valve socket. It is a 1/2-inch drive, so you're going to need a 1/2-inch ratchet. On top of that, you're going to need a 19mm for your lines, a magnet to get the valve out, seal pick just to go ahead and install your new O-rings that are part of your kit from Diesel Auto Power for your delivery valves. And lastly, depending on how many layers of paint you have on your delivery valve holders, you may need to hammer on the socket. Recommend a dead blow so you don't damage the socket. And on top of that, for me, it's a 6mm for the lines, but for you, it may be a 10mm depending on your situation, your setup. My intake manifold has Allen head bolts versus the traditional 10mm bolts that you would normally find. So
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Pull the system out.
And take a time out real quick in the middle of the install, or removal, I'm sorry, and just to kind of go over some things you may have seen. So far, we pulled the intake horn to the side, and that makes it a little bit easier for you guys to access all 6 delivery valve holders with all the fuel lines removed. Now, if you guys look in here, there she is. There's your delivery valve. Now, the time lapse is probably not going to show a great glimpse of how I remove the delivery valve, but what you want to do essentially is take it in your hand when you're removing it and kind of walk it out so you don't lose the spring and the ball that's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and we'll do a comparison between a 7mm delivery valve, a stock delivery valve, as well as the O24s that we're going to install in the truck. All right, guys, so we'll start out with, this is your stock delivery valve. There's your shuttle for that. This is your O24 delivery valve shuttle, and your 7mm delivery valve shuttle. Now, the valve itself is where you see the differences. You see the difference in cut there. This is your stock, this is your O24, and you can tell there's your 7mm. So the difference in the cut is just depending on how much fuel it's sending, and or how it's cutting it back depending on which size delivery valve you go with. So what we're going to do is reseal the delivery valve holder, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can look right here at the holder. Just go ahead and remove and replace that O-ring right there. Use your seal pick. Gently install your new delivery valve. Reassemble, and then we'll do the torque sequence once we're completed all 6. One thing of note, now depending on which pump you have in your truck, there may be a shim that's below the stock delivery valve. That shim is going to be
You wanna get away, you better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
All right, now as far as the torque sequence goes, so basically you want to torque them down evenly to 25 foot-pounds, as you can see right there on my digital torque wrench. Now you want to do it all in one solid motion. You know, you don't want to do short jabs at it. And then you're going to go back through once you've done the first 6 of them, or all 6 of them in the first pass, at 25 foot-pounds, and then you move it to 80 foot-pounds. Again, one solid motion, no heavy jerking, what have you, because you do not want to turn the barrels. All right, again, just to show you guys, if you want to wind it down, hopefully your torque wrench doesn't fall asleep like mine did, and then just one solid motion. All right. All right, now we'll just bump it up to 80. All right, now that we got the new delivery valves installed, delivery valve holders torqued down per the sequence, I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble the truck and basically bleed it and get it started and running, make sure everything's good to go, and then we're gonna hit that road and let's see what these EGTs are like now. Alright guys, so you've seen the video there. First and foremost was basically a cold start. Truck had sat overnight. I didn't get a chance the day before to drive it. The second video obviously is a quick rip going down the road there. The last bit there was in lockup, full throttle, up to 90 miles an hour. And of course we were doing it in Mexico, because I mean I wouldn't do that anywhere else. So I mean that pretty much sums it up. So that same rip, if it was the time before, and I'll try to put a clip in there if I of where I was at 2200 degrees, same scenario, same road, everything. So you can tell right off the bat there, we've already dropped EGT, and I was able to turn it down through AFC Live and actually achieve what I think is more power and lower EGTs. So that pretty much sums it up for you guys. On a 12 valve, you don't necessarily need to send all the fuel you can to create power. You can create power a number of other ways and be a little bit cleaner, and of course lower them EGTs. All right guys, so I'm going to go ahead and close the video out here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. The install was hopefully informative for you. And if you guys are in the market for delivery valves or any fueling mods for your 12 valve, by all means hit the guys up at Diesel Auto Power. All their links will be right in the description as always. And until the next one guys, P-Pump the world.